What is going on? Jordan Sherwood Wood on 1063 for your UFC Vegas 8 recap and a look ahead to UFC Vegas 9. Week after week, we've got UFC fights. So credit to Dana White and the organization for putting them on. What did we see? Not necessarily a changing of the guard, but kind of what we expected to play out. Alexander Rajic, victorious, unanimous decision victory in his main event fight over Anthony Smith. We were fading Anthony Smith pretty hard, and I don't want this to come off as disrespectful to Anthony Smith because he's a great fighter, a resurgent career, and I definitely think he's got an unbelievable future, as a MMA analyst and broadcaster. But I just don't think he's a top 5, top 10 light heavyweight anymore. I think he was the benefactor of like some of those like soft schedules. And look, you got to go fight the fights, and you can't take away from a knockout victory over Rashad Evans and a knockout victory over Shogun Hua, and a very impressive victory over Volkan Uzdemir at the time, a very impressive victory over Alexander Gustafsson at the time. But I just believe that Anthony Smith, really the fight against Glover Teixeira and the 5 rounds hard that he went against John Jones have taken a lot out of it. And he's just not in that top tier anymore. And Alexander Rajic proved that in the main event. Kind of just manhandling him and dominating him from start to finish. That wasn't one of our picks at FatJackSports.com, but I was heavy on the Rajic bandwagon. I was always so heavy on the Neil Magny bandwagon. Look, he showcased his unbelievable cardio, his length, his size, his good jab, and his grappling in a victory over Robbie Lawler. And it's tough to see Robbie Lawler now in a space where he's lost 4 fights in a row, but they all are against top tier talent. Robbie Lawler is just not a champion anymore. He's just not the same elite level fighter that he once was. He's still a barn burner of a guy. He's still a great watch and certainly deserve it of a co-main event slot or a highly significant fight. But we weren't on him, and we didn't believe that he was going to be victorious. And Neil Magny proved once again he deserves to be in the top 10 conversation. But it's crazy to think he's got more fights than Robbie Lawler in the UFC. Our picks were 4-1. Another very good night for us, FatJackSports.com. Several ones early on. We had the Cyphers and Mallory Martin under, which cashed very nicely for those that played. We also had Polyana Viana bouncing back after 3 losses to submit Emily Whitmire. So victorious with that one. Alex Caceres taking a fight on short notice against Austin Springer. We thought even at that minus 195, $2 favorite, well worth the investment. And Alex Caceres once again proved his worth. Now won 3 fights in a row. We were not as successful against with Maki Bitolo. Backed him again, lost again, but Impa Kasangian certainly looks like a talent that we have to watch. And we were also actually victorious with Zach Cummings, plus money on the veteran, always like that. So very successful night. We'll have more plays at FatJackSports.com for UFC Vegas 9. Not a lot of other, huge takeaways. It's really too bad the Magomedov Ankolov and Ian Kutilaba fight did not happen. Kutilaba test positive for COVID-19, so hopefully we get that fight rescheduled once more down the road. Alexa Grasso proved that she moving up in weight certainly pays dividends in a victory over Ji Young Kim, but that's not really a huge takeaway. What happened played out the way that we thought it would. Rajic with the victory, Neil Magny with the victory, and our fight picks were very successful. So we got Alistair Overeem and Augusta Sakai in the main event next Saturday night. Looking forward to that one. We'll have definitely several plays. We've already got 3 that we like early on in the week. You can get our selections, fatjacksports.com. Get my commentary, Wood on 1063. Enjoy the fights.